Hey guys, Mike here with another video. Wanted to talk about tuning platforms, specifically the items that I've gone through with the Project White Dragon, and some cool new toys and features out from Ecutek. So, as many of you know, I'm a huge fan of new technology, pushing the platform, really trying to do innovative things. And what I've found through my experiences is that Ecutek, and is the reason why I'm with them today on my car, is they're always innovating, always new products, new concepts, and new ways of thinking about doing things. Um, so just to give a little bit of history, I started off with back in around 2010. Sent my car off to California. We were doing a GTM full build. Subsequently, I have removed everything that is GTM off of my car, given the whole circumstances, everything that's going on. And for those of you who know my build in the Project White Dragon, you know that's substantial. I mean, that was literally everything on this car was built by them. And for me to tear all of it off and rebuild it was a big monumental leap, of which we rebuilt this car in this garage behind me on jack stands. So, from nuts to bolts all the way front to back, this car was completely rebuilt in that garage. With hand tools, it took us about a year to do it. Given my work schedule, one of my mechanic buddies, Scott Worlds, if you're in the southeast and you need a good freaking mechanic, a guy who knows VQs, Chris is your guy. He is working with a couple guys right now at a shop, and he does phenomenal work. I mean, me and him spent many of late night, early morning, weekends, Mondays, putting this car together. So, Chris, I can't thank you enough for all the help and assistance that you put in with me on this car. So back on topic, back on subject. So we want to talk tuning platforms. So originally, this car had an HKS FCOM V Pro in it. It also had a stock ECU here for OBD2, kind of like if I have to go get my emissions done, I can swap in my ECU, unplug my HKS FCOM V Pro and put in my ECU and be able to drive, go past emissions, pull out, switch it over, and be able to drive back on my standalone. I wasn't happy with the performance of the HKS FCOM V Pro. It is an outdated system, and you don't see much anymore of them on newer cars. And there's a reason for that. So if you're looking to do a platform for the 370Z, any VQ at this point, you need to be looking at either Uprever or Ecutek. My choice would be Ecutek. Simply for a lot of the features and the functionality that I've gotten in the Ecutek that weren't or haven't been available in Uprev. Plus, the understanding and knowledge and the support that I've gotten from Ecutek has been phenomenal. So, from a price point, they're fairly similar. But as a feature and understanding of these motors, this platform, in my personal opinion, I would give the hands down to Ecutek, and that's also been because of my experience as well. So let's talk about it. So several years ago, Ecutek came out with Race ROM, and when they came out with Race ROM, it had full feature sets, launch control, traction control, adjustable boost settings, a lot of things that you could do, flat foot shifting, then they had Race ROM 2, which was an enhancement on those features, a significant amount of extra features, two-step, anti-lag type things. And then now, recently, they've come out with, this year, they came out with the Bluetooth dongle. And the Bluetooth dongle was paired with the ECU Connect tool app that you can have on iOS or Android. The nice thing about that is with the updates they just did with the ECU Connect tool is you can actually do a ton of what you were able to do on your laptop through the regular USB dongle. You can now do Bluetooth from your phone. This is leaps and bounds above anyone else on the market right now. No one has the ability outside of Ecutek that I have come across that can do full data logging. You can clear, reset your ECM, your DTC codes, be able to do idle relearns, throttle position relearns. You can literally do a majority of what you could do on the laptop on your phone. And not only that, you can actually put it on an iPad mini, Android tablet, mount it in the car, and you can have every gauge that your ECU, or any output that your ECU does, plus custom maps, you can have on that tablet in your car. No need to spend hundreds of and even into thousands of dollars on gauge setups. You literally can buy a $100 Android tablet and install the app. And as long as you have the $300 Bluetooth dongle, which can do everything the regular USB one does, you can pretty much do everything. To give you a use case, so we're currently road tuning this car. So I will go out, I will drive the car, do data logs, send them over to my tuner, and get updated tunes, and go back out and do a data log. So I have a couple loops that I run. Now, typically, if I were to do that in the old school fashion, I would have the USB cord all the way over my steering column into my passenger seat with a laptop flipped over doing data logging. The nice thing with the app is I can do everything data logging for the tunes on my phone on a little stand up here. I can hit start, stop, add marks when I see there's problems. I can just hit little markers, and the tuner will know, oh, okay, that's where he was talking about. He was having either a stumbling issue, or it was getting a lean out condition, or whatever it may have been, or maybe. You can actually mark it and give your tuner a heads up. Hey, I marked it. Here's where I'm seeing problems, and then they can go back and quickly find the issue without having to search, tons and tons of data. I mean, I was doing 30-minute logs. So when we were doing drivability and we're going around doing 30-minute logs, that's a lot of data to go through. And it's very difficult for the tuner to go, okay, where were you seeing this problem? And I'll be like, oh, when I was doing this. And, I would see this is the outputs that I would see. And then at that point, he has to go search for all those times that output happened, regardless of what conditions were. And try to decipher it. So now you can actually, mark it where you had the problems or where you saw something you had concern with, and they can go back and make adjustments, regardless of what that is. The cool thing is, I don't have to be on the internet. I can literally do it over cellular signal, and I can Facebook message it to my tuner. I can email it to my tuner. As long as I have 3G, 4G, LTE, I can send them the data. The only thing that you would be limited to is actually flashing the ECU with a new tune. That's you're going to be needed with the Pro ECU software. That is free to download. You have it on your laptop. So for me, I do all my data logging on the phone. I do my Facebook Messenger, everything on my phone. And then when it comes down to tuning or flashing the car, I will pull off. I will do my flash. Reset my idle relearns, reset my fuel tables, ECM for the fuel tables, and then basically start again. So it's great that I can actually do that in a very mobile sense, versus going out, doing it, come back home, do all my stuff, make sure I'm connected to the Wi-Fi, and then try again. So this is nice. I can actually stay out, do more data logs, and get more driving done, more work done than I wasn't able to do before. So I currently have my car in the on position. I've downloaded the app to my work phone, so this is what I'm talking about. Using my personal phone to film. So I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the features. So to give you guys an idea of what features are available, you have the ability to do custom data logging. So that's, you can do live data parameters, including like fuel injector volume, per cylinder knock, injector angle, G sensors, wheel slip ratio, anything the ECU gives out, anything the sensors send to the ECU, you can data log. On top of that, you can do your map switching. So you can switch between maps while you're going. So you don't have to necessarily pull your laptop out and switch between maps. You don't have to do the hold cancel and hit up. You can literally go over there and go map 2, map 3. And you can name the maps too. So you can have the names of the maps in here and say, this is my high boost map. This is my roll racing map. This is, my road course map. So you can have all those different ones, and of course the valet map. So you can actually, as long as you're still connected, you can swap it over into valet mode if you step out of the car and forget to put it in valet mode. So that's something really cool. Let's see, you can adjust your launch control. So the RPM range for your launch control, you can adjust all of that via the phone or your tablet. Your boost control, your max boost settings, you can change that as well, which is really cool. Let's see here. You can do live adjustments, so adding and removing ignition timing, adjusting fuel trims, varying cam timing, and also alter custom map outputs. And then you can do live adjustments of the power output, also engage different solenoids and relays, put it in valet mode. Some of the tools that are really great in this platform are like the ECM reset. I do that before I do any logging, after I've done a tune flash. You can do your idle relearns. Let's see, you can read and clear codes. Even while driving, you can read and clear codes. I do it when I'm trying to troubleshoot an issue that's a repetitive issue. I'll go and I'll like the other day I had bad one of my spark plugs was bad, and I kept getting a misfire, and trying to see if it was just because of startup, because of the fuel type we're running, because we're running E85 super large injectors. If that was causing some stumbling on cold starts, it was causing a misfire. We wanted to troubleshoot that, and come to find out it was just a bad injector, or not injector, but spark plug. So we went and replaced all the spark plugs to new ones. So that fixed that problem. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot that you can do. So I'll go ahead and bring the camera down here so we can kind of see. So as you can see here, I have the Ecutek app that you can get on the App Store. It's completely free. I think the Bluetooth dongle is somewhere around $300 something. So I've already paired it. So you can see you have my car, my files, and dealer located. So my files will have any of your data logs, your performance result, DTC reports, and your dashboards. And then you can come down here and you can change the vehicle interface, your units, your max log file size. I try to keep it at 10. Some people who are wanting to do longer runs tend to go with the larger. But 10 is what most emails will accept. So anything over 10 megs, you tend to have problems with emails. So we'll jump into my car real quick. So it's initializing race ROM. So as you can see, you have like info, dashboard, data logging, DTC tool, performance analyzer, ECM tool, and your fuel pump. The fuel pump is a safety item. So right now my main fuel pump is set to off in the tool. So I can go to dashboard, And right now I'm showing custom map E. This is just something I was just playing with earlier. That's my ethanol fuel percentage. So I'm at 52% and I'm sitting at right at 52% on my other gauge. So that's really nice to be able to have your phone be able to do exactly what your other gauges would be able to do. And as you can see, there's also start and stop logging, and you can add a mark. These are custom configurable. You can have multiple pages of these. So if I wanted to, I could say, all right, I can edit this. So I can change sizes. Sorry, get it on the corner. So I can change the size of a given. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, I can edit it. So if I go to edit, I can say, all right, we'll change this to ethanol or E percentage, percentage sign, say done. If my finger could hit the button, I'll just call it ethanol. All right, go back. And I misspelled because, trying to type fat fingers. So yeah, and so you have your custom titles. You can change the colors, so your background, title text, all those different things. So if you like it dark in the cabin, you can have black backgrounds, low colors on text. You can change your background images. So if you want to, go ahead and access. My coworker is going to hate this, but I set my coworker a goofy picture. And we'll say done. And so now his picture is the background to my gauge. So, there's things that you can do. So it's a really neat tool. It's very helpful. It's helped me. It makes things a lot easier. So as of right now, I'm sticking with Ecutek. It's one that I recommend. It's one that I say is pretty much the creme de la creme when it comes to OEM ECU tuning. If you've got the money, go for it. Other than that, I think it's a good platform, and I look forward to getting big numbers. We've already hit 1,000 wheel horsepower on Ecutek, or right at 1,000 wheel horsepower on Ecutek. Based off our dyno results, it's like 998. So we'll be pushing this into the 1100, 1200 plus wheel horsepower range on the stock ECU basically with Ecutek. So stay tuned, and we look forward to giving more updates, or I look forward to giving more updates on this platform and this project. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them the best I can. If you've got any other things that you want to see, also leave it in the comments section, and I'll give some more reviews or walkthroughs, whichever works best for you guys. All right, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the video.